75. We are using compound angle. Find sine 75 degrees. So how do we find sine 75 degrees? Remember, we are using compound angles. Okay? We are already aware of the formula, this particular formula, sine A plus B. We are going to use this formula sine A plus B because we are going to use the addition formula. Okay, sine A plus B is equals to sine A cosine B, then plus cos A, okay, plus cos A, then cos A, or yes, then sine B. Look at something like this. I'm sure we are used to this formula. Okay, sine of A, here is sine of B. Cosine of B, here is cosine of A. So how do we undo something like this? This is quite simple, right? This is what we are going to use to solve this particular question. We are going to break this sine 75 into two numbers or two angles. That's why it's called compound angles. So here we are going to have 45 degrees, then plus 30 degrees. So obviously, this is what we are going to have. A is 45, then B is 30 degrees. So we can just do our substitution here and then get our answers. Don't forget that we are going to be using special angles. Okay, yes, let's go. Sine 45. This is going to be sine 45 degrees, then times cos 30 degrees, then plus. Then we have cos 45 degrees, then times sine 30 degrees. Just look at what we have right here. This is quite easy, right? Yes. Now, what is sine 45? Note that sine 45 is equals to cos 45. But tan 45 is 1. Okay, tan 45 is 1. So we are going to start. Okay, let's proceed from here. Sine 45 is root 3, is root 2 over 2, sorry, is root 2 over 2. Yes, sine 45 is root 2 over 2. Okay, because it's 1 over root 2, so that's root 2 over 2. Times cos 30 degrees is the same thing as sine 60 degrees. Okay, so what it means is that we're going to have root 3 here over 2. This is what we have. So we alternate it here, plus cos 45 is the same thing as sine 45, which is root 2 over 2. Root 2 over 2. Then we have sine 30. We are all aware that sine 30 is half. Yes, a lot of us are aware, right? Sine 30 means half, 0.5. So we can now go ahead, evaluate it. This is 2 times 3 because both of them have roots. So put them in the common root. 2 times 3 is 6. So we are going to have 6 here divided by 2 times 2 is 4 plus root 2 times 1 is root 2, then divided by 4. This is what we are going to get at. Remember, this is 4 and 4. So which means there is no point wasting our time. Okay, don't look for anything. There's no point. Just this is 1 over 4. Okay, root 6 over 4. Okay, just take one. Just take one of the. Okay, just take one of the denominators, which is what is very easy to do. But the easier way is just bring the 1 over 4 and put this inside the bracket. However, we can proceed with this method. Okay, root 6 plus root 2. Okay, that's root 6 plus root 2. This is the answer. Or we can proceed we can still go ahead and have it as 1 over 4. 1 over 4. In brackets here, we are now going to have root 6 plus root 2. Any of this is acceptable. Okay, this one is more condensed than this, but don't worry, they are all the same. This is the solution to this particular question. This is what we call compound angle. So welcome to AZ Science TV. If this is what you love, if you are preparing for post-UTME or you are preparing for GCE, any of the GCEs, second series, NECO and WAEC, WAEC GCE, or you are preparing for post-UTME, do well to watch this to the end. I have so many questions here that I'm going to solve that will assist you in passing your examinations, including post-UTME, for those of you that are looking for admission, so that you don't miss the admission for this year. Please do well to join us, and this will assist you a lot in your forthcoming post-UTME examinations and any other examination that you have to write this year, as far as compound angles is concerned. So thank you very much. But if you're joining me for the first time, why not go ahead and subscribe? Do well to smash the subscribe button, and you have so much to gain. So thank you. Let's proceed. Remember, we started with 75, sine 75. So now we are going to a different one. This time it will be minus here. Once this place changes to minus, just change it to minus, nothing else. So let's do that right away. So I'm not going to clean anything here. The only thing I will clean is to change 75 to 15. Okay, I'm going to change 75 to 15. Then once I do that, I will change this one. That is the second kind of, so this is minus and minus, right? And this will give us 15. This is 15. Here we have 15 degrees. Find sine 15 degrees. Instead of 75 degrees, what we now have is what? 15 degrees. If for 15 degrees, yeah, this sign changes to minus instead of plus. So the sign here becomes minus. It's the same pattern, the same method. Okay. Now, what it means is that we are going to have sine. Then remember, we need two special angles. So what we are going to have here is 45. 45 minus 30 degrees. Initially, it was 45 plus 30 degrees, right? That gave us 75. But right now, we are using 45 minus 30 degrees to give us 15 here. You can also use 60. Yes, don't forget, you can use 60 minus 45. Yes, it's also going to give the same answer. It's 60 minus 45. But let's use 45 minus 15 minus 30. It will give us 15. So let's proceed. This gives sine 45. Okay, because our A is 45 and B is 30. Then we have cosine 30 degrees. Then minus cosine 45 degrees. Then sine 30 degrees. You can see it. It's not that long, just that I'm trying to make it look bolder and more visible so that you can see it very well, okay? Now, we are going to proceed like the way we did the other one. Just go ahead and we're not going to waste our time, okay? So what is sine 45? Sine 45 is equal to cos 45, and that is root 2 over 2. This is the rationalized form of it. Then what is cos 30? Cos 30 is sine 60. That is root 3 over 2. Please learn the special angles, okay? Learn the special angles. Watch my JAMB videos where I use the fingers to find all these ones. With my fingers, with these fingers, I was able to find the sine, the cosine, the tangent of all the angles. Okay, 45, 30, 60, and even 90 degrees. We're able to use to find this. All right. So do well to watch that video. It's JAMB live classes, JAMB revision live classes 2026. Watch it and you will be able to learn how to do this easily. Then this is cosine 45. Okay. Okay, instead of cosine 45, what is cosine 45? It's same thing as sine 45, which is root 2 over 2. Then times. Okay, what is sine 30 is half. Just what we did before. Yes, that's the easiest way to do it so that you don't waste time in the exam hall. Yeah, this is root 6 over 4 minus root 2 over 4. So this gives us 1 over 4, right? 1 over 4 root 6 minus root 2. All right, that is what we have. 1 over 4, sorry, 6 over root 6 minus root 2. Now we are going to use this. Let's use another method. This is what we are going to use. Let's use sine 60. Okay, sine 60 degree minus 45 degrees. You know, this is also 15. Yes, use this. Let's see. Okay, yes, just try it. Do this particular one. Let's see what we're going to get. It should give you this. This is what we are going to get, definitely. Right? If we don't get it, then mean that something is wrong, right? And we must get it because this is what it's going to give us. So let's do it together for better speed and processing. So let's proceed and see what we are going to do. So we are going to use this method now, this one here. So let's quickly do it. This is equals to sine 60, the same thing, sine 60 degrees, then cosine 45 degrees, then minus cosine A is 60 degrees, then sine B, which is 45 degrees. So let's proceed. You will see that we are going to get the same thing. 1 over 4 to the bracket of root 6 minus root 2. So let's go. Sine 60 is the same thing as cos 30, okay, which is root 3 over 2. Then cos 45 is same thing as sine 45, which is root 2 over 2. Then minus cos 60 is same thing as cos 60 is same thing as sine 30. Please don't forget, cos 60 is sine 30, which is half. Okay, that is 1 over 2. Don't forget, that is 1 over 2. And times sine 45 is same thing as cos 45, which is root 2 over 2. Root 2 divided by what? 2. Okay, now that we have this, you can see it that the same thing. They will give you the same answer, right? So multiply this 2. Root 3 times root 2 is root 6. 2 times 2 is 4. Minus 1 times root 2 is root 2. 2 times 2 is 4. You can see it, right? So same answer, which is 1 over 4 to the square root, because 4 and 4 is common. So bring it, it becomes 1 over 4. In case you don't understand, let me follow this pattern here. The LCM is 4, and this is root 2. This is root 6 minus root 2. So that will give us 1 over 4 to the bracket of root 6 minus root 2. This is how simple it is. So this or the other one will give you the same results. That is mathematical test. This is how to check if you actually got it right or wrong. Okay, so always learn to use any available method as long as it is good for the answer, or it's going to give you the same answer. So any question, if you have any question, let me know before we move to the next question, to the next identity. We have done sine. We are going to cosine. We are actually going to cosine right away because we don't want to waste time this evening. We want to use every opportunity to make sure that we get all the solutions tonight. So we are going to cosine now. Okay, for cosine. So let's proceed to cosine. Yes, I want to clean this. I'm sure we are following. So let's look at cosine. For cosine, it is quite simple as well. Okay, cosine. So I'm sure let me use this for cosine. Okay, we are given that if sine A yes, okay, we are given that if sine A is 4/5 and cos B is 12/13, right? It's 12/13. 4/5 and 12/13. If sine A is equals to, if sine A is equals to 4/5, okay, guys, 4/5, and cos B is equals to 12/13. It's equals to 12/13. Then the question is find, okay, yes, cos A is find cos A plus B. Cos A sine B. Okay. We are also giving cos A. We are giving cos A to be 3/5. Okay. To be 3/5. Although this is the method they usually use. Let me show you so that you understand better. Okay. We are just going to be giving 4/5 here, and cos B, we will be giving cos B as 12/13. 12/13. Then we're told to find cos A plus B. So find the cosine of A plus B. This is what we'll be told to find, okay? Now, from our normal identity, trigonometric identity, we are already aware of what we are going to do. Okay? Now, look at what we have. For sine, this is cosine. So we are going to use cosine. Okay, we are going to use cosine A plus B. Remember, that's what we're looking for. Look at it. Cosine A plus B. So cos A plus B is equals to cos A cos B. Then this is cos A, sorry, we cos A cos B. This is what we're going to have. Then this plus changes to minus. Okay, changes to minus sine A sine B minus sine A sine B. So please take note. It changes to minus. If you have plus here, change it to minus. If you have minus here, change it to plus. This is how simple it is. Now, look at the implication. We know sine A, but we don't know cos A. We know cos B, we don't know sine B. But we know from right angle triangle, we can use Pythagoras theorem to get this. Okay, so from that, we can actually get it that our cos A, yes, our cos A is equals to, this is 4, 5. So if you have, if we have a right angle triangle, okay, we have a right angle triangle in this format, in which we have 4, 5, sine A. If sine A is here, and we have opposite over hypotenuse, that is 4/5. This is 4/5. So this point will be 3. Okay, from Pythagoras triple. Then for the other one, we can also do the same, right? So if we have a right angle triangle here, and we have 12 and 13, the other one will be 14. If we have 12 here and 13 here, okay? If we have 12, this is cosine, that's adjacent over what? Hypotenuse. adjacent over hypotenuse. So the adjacent side, okay, that's cos B, we have 12 over 13. That is adjacent over hypotenuse. If this is A, it means this place will be the adjacent, okay, adjacent, which is 12 over hypotenuse. All right? So if this is 12 and this is 13, how do we get this point here? With 169 minus 12, and that is 5. That is 5. Okay? Yes, that is 5. This place will be 5. Here will be 12, and here will be 13, and here will be 12. So from here, what is cos A, and here, what is B? Okay, sorry, this is B and this is A. So what is cos A and what is sine B? Cos A is equals to cos A. Sorry, it's equals to, well, let's go and get cosine. That's 3 over 5. So we have 3 divided by 5. That is cos A. Now what is, we know sine A, and this is cos A. So, okay, cos A and sine A. So we are done. Now let's look for, this is cos B, and this is sine B. We know cos B already, but we don't know sine B. But based on what we have done here, we can get our sine B. So what is our sine B? Sine B is equals to opposite over hypotenuse, which is 5 over 13. This is 5 over 13. Once you get this one, you can go ahead. You can even use the formula directly and not waste your time, okay? So we can now go ahead and get our work done. So we don't need to waste our time, all right? So let's proceed. This becomes cos what? Cos A plus B is going to be cos A. So what is cos A? Cos A. Yes, let's look at cos A. That's 3 over, let's just know what's our time here, okay? This gives us 3 over 5 times, what's cos B? Let's go for cos B. Look at cos B here. That's 12 over 13. 12 divided by 13. Then minus, okay, sine A sine B. So what is sine A? We are giving sine A as 4 over 5. 4 divided by 5 times sine B. Look at sine B here, 5 over 13. 5 divided by 13. 5 divided by 13. Okay, that is opposite over hypotenuse. That is sine of B. Why we are giving this? So we can proceed. We can now clean this one. Okay, if it's not necessary, we can also proceed from here. So the implication now is that we have nothing can cancel here, but we have 13 and 13. See that? But this 5 can cancel this 5, but we will not do that. We have 5 and 5. Then they both have the same thing, right? So we can proceed and bring it out. Bring 5 and 13 outside. No need for LCM, okay? So bring 5 and 13. That is 5 times 13. Use this easy method instead of looking for. Then the brackets, we have 3 times 12. 36 minus 4 times 5 is 20. So we can proceed. This gives us 1 over 65. Okay, then times 36 minus 20 is 16. So it means we now have 16 over 65. This is the solution. So you don't need to be looking for LCM. Once they are equal, just bring it out and handle the other ones, and that is how simple it is. So I do hope the solution is clear, right? I hope it is clear. 16 over 65 is the answer to this particular one. Once you are giving sine A and you are not giving cos A, right? Because this is going to give us cos A. We are going to get cos A from there, and we don't have cos A. Use the right angle triangle principle, Pythagoras triple or Pythagoras triangle principle. Use it to get cos A. Now here we are giving cos B, but we don't know sine B. Use the same method here, and we get your answers. There is no problem at all, okay? So this is what you should use when you find similar questions in your post-UTME or WAEC or NECO GCE. Don't worry about it, or any exam at all that involves mathematics or further maths or any other kind of mathematics or algebra, anything. Use this method and get your answers. I hope it is clear, and I hope there's no problem at all. So if there's no problem, we are going to proceed. I want you to let me know, okay, in the comment section. Let me know quickly in the chat section. I just want to be sure that we actually getting what we are doing here. So we are not going to waste much time, all right? We are going to proceed immediately to the next one. Remember, we have done the plus, but we're not done the minus, okay? It's good we do both the plus and the minus. So let's look at cos A minus B. Yes, cos A minus B. That is very important. It's good we do everything. I hope we are together. Let me check in comment section. Please let me know if we are together and we are working together. Right? So who is with me? Let me be sure that we are together. We are working together. Right? So are we together? Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Okay. Okay.